Hello and welcome. We're heading into Mission 5, and this will be the first real challenge that we've experienced in the game. All of the missions up till now have been pretty easy and straightforward. This mission, it gets a little bit more difficult. So we want to make sure that we've got the right equipment for the mission. As ever, we'll check our research first, and as you can see, we are ready to research a brand new weapon. It selected Flamer automatically, but Flamer is a bit useless to be honest, so I'm going to go for the long-range rifle. And it had also been researching level 3 leg mods, because it just continued on from the level 2 leg mods, which finished in the last mission, but I'm going to change that and get arm 3 mods instead. And the equipment, we'll just sell off the razor wire that I was keeping for some reason and get some new pulse lasers, and we also want to load up on knockout gas, quite a lot of it, because there are a lot of enemies in this mission. You probably noticed as well that I was purchasing level 2 leg mods since they finished researching from the last mission, so we'll get a hold of them because they'll make our agents move noticeably quicker. So we're into the mission now, but the intelligence reports that I purchased just tell you that the unguided are completely out of control. There are punks everywhere in this mission, and first thing you want to do is quickly get your weapons and group all of your agents. You can see the punks over there. There's a bank which you may just have spotted. Punks are laying down high explosive to blow up that bank, just as we did in the previous missions. So wait for it to topple. There's a few exploding cars around as well, police van, and then quickly run forward and pick up the briefcases full of cash. The punks will go for them as well, and as you can see I just took a couple of them out. Though I think some punks did pick up 2 briefcases, but we might be able to get hold of them later on. Of course, we don't really need extra cash at this point because we got tons of it in the previous couple of missions, but it's always nice to have more. So there's been a large battle going on with punks and police here. Bodies everywhere. Okay, we're just going to move our agents up to, there's a car park up here, and there's a scientist that has an armoured car. We're going to wait for him to get out, and then we're going to steal his car. There's some punks over there. Probably get rid of them. Yep, take them out. Don't want them attacking us or killing the scientist. We want to get a hold of him later. Those punks were carrying the briefcases of money, so quickly relieve them of that. We've got all the cash now that's available in this level. Steal his car, I'm sure he won't mind. Wasn't using it anyway. And now we'll head off to the main objective in this level, which is the church. The goal here is to kill a particular church zealot that's holding a briefcase. Everything important comes in briefcases in Syndicate Wars. My car is going the wrong way for some reason, but that might have been my fault. Anyway, we'll just turn around. And yeah, as I was mentioning, there's a zealot which has a briefcase which I think if you bother to read the mission introductions, tells you that there's some kind of technology that they have that you want to get your hands on. So there's a huge amount of zealots around here. There's also more punks, and there's police as well, so it can be quite a challenge. You want to stay inside a vehicle and snipe people from a distance. Once enemies start getting close and swarming around you, then use your knockout gas and make them all go to sleep, where you can kill them quite easily and they can't fight back. Which might be a bit dishonorable, but you want to win, so who cares? See the long-range rifles really proving their worth here. Problem is I still haven't researched them fully, so occasionally they will use up my entire weapon energy. Which can be a problem because we're going to need our shields later. For the moment, I think I'll just stay here and mop up this area of punks and zealots, because we don't want them bothering us when we make our assault on the church. If your car does start taking a lot of damage and getting low in health, then get out of it, because if the car crashes and explodes with all of your agents inside, you will all die and you'll have to start the mission again. And there are plenty of other cars around here that you can get into, including that bullfrog van there. So we're making our assault on the church now, and as you can see, the knockout gas, very effective. Puts all of the zealots to sleep, and where we can just mow them down with no fight. More zealots charging forward and just get put to sleep where we can zap them. These zealots were attacking with electron maces, which is a weapon we haven't got yet. It's pretty much identical to the pulse laser in terms of damage, just looks a bit different. So I'll get our agents to pick up the electron maces and we can sell them and research them later. So there's a car park here that has lots of vehicles in it, so we can just take our pick.
Selected. LR rifle.
We want to get a car parked outside the church so we can make a quick getaway. There are plenty more zealots inside, and when you go inside the church, a flying vehicle will come along and take all of you out. Or it will try to, but don't let it, because that would be bad. So, pick up the electron maces. You don't want to stay inside the church for too long. You want to try and lead or lure the zealots outside, because if you stay in the church, when the zealots start losing, they will unleash a lot of psycho gas in there. It doesn't matter where you are inside the church, you will get affected by it. So don't stay inside for very long. I think here I'm just trying to snipe some of them, but can't really shoot through the floor though, so it's not going too well. So I'll just get back in the car, wait for them to attack me. And here they come. I can use more knockout gas here to put them all to sleep, which is just as well because this is where the flying car attacks. I get a bit unlucky here because the police start attacking too, which is the last thing I want when I'm trying to deal with this flying car. There's a police van there which is also heavily armed and armoured, so I'm getting torn up here. You can see how low the car's energy is. So I'll get my agents out quickly and get them running back to the car park where I can just get in another vehicle. Try to use the super shield there, which uses your weapon energy instead of your normal shield energy. But because the long-range rifles have used it all up, it doesn't really work. You can see how powerful the long-range rifles are against the flying car. And 2 hits almost took half of its energy away. But I'm having some difficulty finishing it off, and here come the zealots. So yeah, bit of a glitch there, I think, with the video recording. This is the slowest attack. Just about got it, yeah, finally. But I'm getting hammered from these zealots, so it's a bit tense here. Need to get away from that car before it explodes. Yep, Agent 4 took quite a big hit, but that's why we've got medikits. Phew, I finally got rid of them all. Now what we need to do now is pick up the briefcase. But the minimap is showing it's actually back in the car park. So it's on the body of one of those zealots I just killed. So it should be over here. There it is. So just pick it up. Now to complete the level, all we need to do is head back to the start. But there is still that scientist that's wandering around the area as well. So I think before we finish the level, we'll just go and get him. You'll notice that the armoured car that we arrived in is no longer there, because at some point when I was fending off all those zealot attacks, the scientist does actually come along and take his car back, and you can see him do this. Not in this recording, but if you play the game, he does do it. So I'm searching around the map for him, because he'll be around here somewhere, so he's going back to his favourite place. There he is. So we just head over there and use the Persuadatron on him, and then we've got an extra scientist for our research division. This city is in a mess. There he is. Is he? Is that him? There he is. And he's hiding behind that building, but he's not going to escape. So, nearly there, just run them all back to the start, and it's mission over. Mission complete. There's one policeman left. One policeman left in the city. Now there's none. Here. Where's the scientist? There he is. Long way back. Doesn't matter, we don't need to wait for him. We can just end the level. So we've got an extra 500k and an extra scientist. Not bad going.